Okay, so it's been some people agreeing with the rap fatigue thing, and it's been some people saying ain't no such thing as rap fatigue. You just don't got a good taste in music. Now, that's kind of true. I'm not saying all rap is dead, but I'm saying mainstream rap. Because, yeah, me, I'm a hip-hop head. I grew up listening to boom bap, Big L, production by Jay Dilla, Pac, of course. Too many artists to name. Real hip-hop, though. I grew up playing real hip-hop. Nas, right? He don't get his credit. And a bunch of underground artists as well that are still doing hip-hop over the hip-hop beat, still real lyricism. People mentioning Freddie Gibbs, The Alchemist, right? You got Conway the Machine. You got Bodie James. Gotta salute Detroit. Benny the Butcher. People gonna say Cole and Kendrick. Okay. And I can get the names of some artists y'all never even heard of, but they be spitting. Jid, right? You got J.I.D. The list goes on and on. These artists, they never went nowhere. But we talking about mainstream. The mainstream artists that's mainstream rapping about the same thing. Family, you already know what they're doing. If you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's keep this discussion going. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about and debate this rap fatigue conversation. All right, let's get into it.
I eat a nigga out like an almond joy.
Say what? He'll do what to what? What? Like a who?
I eat a nigga out like an almond joy.
I know some niggas in the yard, they're racist.
With the skates, I'm good from state to state. You go to the state, you might get raped. What?
Rap fatigue. No. What is it? All right. So for the past 35 years, there was always a hip hop song in Billboard's top 40. The streak started with Biz Marquis's hit, Just a Friend. You know, we love that classic.
Just a Friend.
Yeah, great song. Well, back in October, rap's chart streak ended.
Whoa.
After Kendrick Lamar's and SZA's song Luther dropped from number 38. Now, this started a whirlwind of conversations online. Some listeners argue that people have had enough rap. Now, that raises the question, is hip-hop still the driving force of the culture of cool, or do you believe that fatigue is setting in? So I pose that question to you, and thank you for all of our viewers who tap in with us on social media, so let us know what you think. But I pose that question to you as well.
I don't know. I think it's not fatigue. Maybe, like rock has a moment, then fades, rock and roll fades, rap rises and falls. Is that how it just works? Is this just a normal
I don't think
thing?
rap is fading.
No, listen, everything
all.
comes and goes in waves. Now, I must say, Megan Thee Stallion got hip hop back on the charts, but there's a Kendrick Lamar and SZA tour that's
Cardi
going on,
B.
the highest grossing tour. Cardi B's cooking right now.
Yeah.
Even with the streak ending, I just feel like hip hop is still the culture's North Star.
Yes.
I mean, it's the most copied, quoted, sampled, worn, posted, remixed art form in the world.
Yep.
If you turn on your TV, from commercials to movies, there's some essence of hip hop in it.
How y'all feel about that? What do y'all think? Because the listeners really get to determine if rap has fatigued or if it hasn't. We talking about rap, right? So when we talk about rap, are we grouping hip hop into rap? Because sometimes people like to separate them. Hip hop and rap are two different things, some people like to say, right? Because a rap artist might be your Quavos or Migos. They might be your Soulja Boys, right? Even though he's not on the charts right now. But rap might be Lil Uzi. All of these artists that aren't real lyricism, but they know how to make you vibe and have a good time or whatever, right? But the lyrics are all the same recycled lyrics that each and every single artist is saying. There's no originality. There's nothing that's heartfelt for the most part. The lyrics are just the same, Violence, sexual, demeaning, degrading. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We talking about mainstream rap. They mentioned Cardi B. What is she talking about? The same things I just mentioned, all right? We could say Playboy Cardi. He changed his style every year. Every year he has a new identity. 1 minute he rapping like a baby, the next minute he rapping like Future. I think hip hop as a whole has lost its essence of what it truly started out as. I could say that for sure. Because the mainstream artists have to listen to their record labels. Most times they sign away their creative control. So even if they want to put out something that's going to empower the people, they can't. The label not going to let them drop that. No, we want to hear more about killing. Talk more about crime. Talk about how you hate niggas. Excuse my language. But they say it in the songs. Tell me I'm wrong. But we're going to keep this conversation going, man, because it's different perspectives. Some people feel fatigued from it. And the people that feel fatigued, they talking about mainstream rap. We're not talking about the underground artist. Underground has always been the same. It's underground. It hasn't changed. So really, you got to divert from the mainstream artists, if you're listening to mainstream, to underground. Support the underground. Support the independent artists. They still doing their thing.
Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Violence, 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 violence.
Since your friends ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna be the one to tell you. Some of y'all need to stop fucking rapping. Cat's out the bag. Some of you motherfuckers sound terrible. Straight bullshit. Garbage. Garbito. Ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. But that rapping shit? Give it up. You ain't getting nowhere with all that, I'm telling you now. You ain't making it out the hood. You might make it to the steps. But out the hood? You gonna be on that porch for a very long time. You hear me? And I ain't gonna bite my tongue. Nigga, you suck. You suck ass. You're shit. You're poop. Talking about all this shit with guns and shit. I met you before, Lil Rodney. You ain't never had no gun. So who the fuck did you shoot? Nobody.
That's my thing. Y'all serial killers on the mic, huh? Everybody done caught 15 bodies. Every song they done killed somebody new. Queso, he really was killing. You see what I'm saying? He locked up right now, life sentence. Max B, he was facing 75 years. He just got out because his sentence got reduced. You see what I'm saying? But you, sir, never caught a case. Nobody's investigating you. You grew up in the suburbs with a good household and great parents. But you're a killer. Something don't sound right. That's all I'm saying. That's the thing about these new artists. Something don't sound right. When did lying in your music become cool? That's all I'm saying. The gangsters is wearing purses and dressing real questionable. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody scared of you, my boy. You're really scared of yourself. You can't even be yourself. You scared of the man in the mirror?
I know your parents. You used to go to church every Sunday. You're a good kid. You're a good kid, Rodney. Go flip a burger or something. Go do something. But all that rah, rah, gra, gra, bang, bang shit, give it up. I'm tired of hearing that shit.
I want to discuss about rap fatigue, highlighting a perceived decline in the genre due to repetitive themes, weak lyricism, and a lack of authenticity among artists. Critics argue that modern mainstream rap, particularly drill and trap, promotes violence and negativity, diminishing its cultural impact and leading to listener disengagement. To be honest, modern rap is garbage due to a lack of lyricism, with artists relying on hot beats and weak lyrics, failing to produce classic hits since the 90s.
Whoo! And then they mumbling on the mic. I'm talking about getting high out of their mind. You're a rapping crackhead. Getting blowed. The beats be hard, though. I'm going to keep it real. The beats be hard. But if I was a producer, I'd be mad. Hey, bro, you're going to have to go back in there and come up with something better. Because you making my beat sound weak. That's what I'd be telling them. You said what on there? Oh, no, that ain't going to fly. I'm going to give this beat to somebody else you keep playing. Give it right to your op. If you really got one, my guy.
Rap is becoming boring and overplayed, noting that many artists discuss the same repetitive themes of money, violence, and women. For the first time since 1990, no hip-hop song was included in Billboard's top 40, signaling a significant shift in music consumption. A major reason for rap fatigue is the lack of versatility, with too many artists using the same beats, lyrics, and overall sound, making songs indistinguishable.
Did not say it on the last video. If y'all been watching the channel, y'all know. Y'all brother said it. There's no versatility. These artists don't know how to be versatile. The flow is the same. The Baby got the same flow. The Migos got the same flow on every song. The beat's the same. See, back in the day, when you listen to an album, every song sounded different. Or they had a category of sounds. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they might have had 4 or 5 different styles, right? They had different styles. Now it's all the same. You be like, man, this sound like the last song. And that sound like the last song. I mean, the mixtape or the EP sounds okay, but every song sounds the same. And I don't remember not one lyric that they said. See, I be testing people. They be like, this song hard. I be like, what was your favorite lyric from the song? They get to scratching their head. He said, yeah, you don't remember what he said. Exactly. I don't neither. Trash.
Drake is highlighted as one of the few artists offering versatility by experimenting with different styles, unlike many others who stick to a single repetitive sound. The music industry's focus on chasing trends rather than nurturing genuine talent leads to microwave music and prevents the development of a lasting culture, contributing to the genre's decline. And also, artists are criticized for lacking authenticity in interviews and delivering poor live performances, often appearing high and only performing ad-libs.
Ooh, that boy going in. I'm telling you, I've been saying this for the longest. I'm talking about they up there saying the ad-libs. I'm like, is this your song or not? You up there performing the ad-libs. You too blowed to even remember the lyrics. Why did somebody pay you to perform? You could have stayed at home. I'd be sick if I went to a concert. I don't go to concerts. I go to a concert and you up there rapping ad-libs. The fans can rap your lyrics better than you. You clearly there just for the money, just because they paid you. You don't even want to be there. Show us that you want to be there. Show us that you want to put on a good show. I like artists that have a good stage presence, right? Tory Lanez used to do his thing before they locked him up for exposing the industry. I'm talking about jumping in the crowd going crazy, right? Giving a good performance for real. MGK too, before he went all emo and weird. When he was on the come up, he used to do his thing. What happened to that?
In my opinion, clout and algorithm manipulation now drive the music industry, with artists' personal drama and shenanigans often overshadowing their actual music. So what's your opinion about this? Let me know.
What do y'all think? It's going to be some people still saying, you know what, though? I still like hearing it. I like putting that on and listening to it. I like supporting these weak artists because it's mediocre talent. And these days, some of the bars they be saying, they be like, how did you get away with that? Back in the day, you couldn't say certain bars if they was lame, just straight up corny, or just straight up suspect. You couldn't say them. What happened to Nardo Wick? Think my Draco might be gay because it blown. What? You got away with that? That was people's favorite bar from the song. That's what blew the song up. They be having some corny bars. I'm like, back in the day, you would erase that bar because it wasn't good enough. Nah, I can't say that. That's kind of weak. Nowadays, they just say it. And don't nobody say nothing about it. They be like, that's hard. The last 1,000 artists have said that same bar. I've heard all of these lyrics before. That's how it'd be like, I done heard every single one of these lyrics before. I'm just saying, I think rap is almost finito. It's almost over. Something got to change. I like reality rap. I like artists that rap about their pain, their struggle, what they're going through. That's what I like. Rallo Rodriguez is hard to me, right? Because he's a hood poet. I think he about the hardest mainstream artist out right now. Him and No Cap. No Cap cool too. Mainstream. I'm talking about mainstream. Babyface Ray and all my Detroit artists, Peasy and them. Of course, I got to support the home team. But even Lil Baby, right? He had his run, but that boy is drying up. You see, he had to change it up. He talking about retiring. Now he done came back since people saying his new song's kind of cool. They kind of hard. Now he like, okay, I ain't going to retire. But he's about to have to retire because people was tired of hearing the same lyrics. I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all fatigued with rap? If you not, drop your favorite artist. I know some people going to say Tyler, the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt. Some people going to say Freddie Gibbs. They going to say Mick Jenkins, Rhapsody. You know, drop who y'all listening to. Because people in the comment section might need to stop listening to whoever they've been listening to and listen to whoever you listening to. You know, it's a lot of artists out there that are still okay. They're still decent at least. But as a hip hop head, when you hear mainstream, you want to turn it off. I'm gonna be real.